One of the first portraits that Holbein painted in England was the family portrait of Sir Thomas More, along with his household, from about 1527. Holbein's original painting was destroyed in a fire in 1752. However, there is a copy of this family portrait painted by Rowland Lockey in 1592, which can be found at the Nostell Priory. From left to right, first there is Margaret Giggs, aged 22, the foster daughter to Sir Thomas More. She was an adopted daughter and kinswoman, a scholar in Greek, Latin, mathematics, and medicine. She married John Clement in 1526, who later became court physician in 1528 and later president of the London College of Physicians. She was the only family member at More's execution. She died on July 6, 1570, 35 years to the day of More's death. She served as a co-editor of More's English works. Next to Margaret is Elizabeth More, the second daughter of Sir Thomas More. She married William Dauncey, son of Sir John Dauncey, Knight of the Body to Henry VIII, and would be parents to 7 children. John, the eldest and heir, was born in 1526, followed by Thomas, Bartholomew, William, Germain, Alice, and Elizabeth. Sitting next to Elizabeth is Sir John More, age 76 in this portrait. Sir John was a barrister, sergeant at law, judge of common pleas, and the King's Bench. He married 4 times. Thomas was the second child of 6 from John's first marriage to Agnes Granger. Agnes was the daughter of Thomas Granger, who was alderman of London and a merchant of the staple of Calais. She died in 1499. Standing behind Sir John is Anne Cressaker, who was 15 when this portrait was painted, and she was the wife of John More, Sir Thomas More's son. She became the ward of Sir Thomas More in 1512 and married John in 1529. They had 8 children together. Their son Thomas More II was born in 1531. Anne moved to her estate in Yorkshire after John's death in 1547 and later married neighbor George West. Thomas More II inherited the estate in 1572. Sitting next to Sir John is Sir Thomas More, age 50. He was born in Cheapside in February 1478. His first wife was Joanna Colt, married in January 1505. She was the mother of all of his children, but then she died in 1511. Sir Thomas quickly remarried, this time to Alice Middleton, the widow of John Middleton. He was knighted by Henry VIII in May 1521. The More family moved from London to Chelsea in 1524. In December 1526, Holbein arrived from Antwerp to the More home and stayed through early 1527. Sir Thomas was Chancellor of the Duchy of Lancaster when this portrait was made in 1527. More became Lord Chancellor of England in October of 1529. He was later executed on July 6, 1535. To Sir Thomas's left is his son, John More, age 19. He was More's youngest child and only son. He married Anne Cressaker in 1529. In 1543, he was imprisoned, but subsequently pardoned and released. He died young at the age of 39. Standing next to John is Henry Pattinson, the family fool. Dressed like King Henry VIII, he has a red and white Tudor rose on his cap, has a red beard, and wears a play sword. Sitting in front of Henry is Cecily Heron, age 20. In Holbein's preparatory sketch, Cecily is holding a rosary. Like her 2 sisters, she is pregnant in the family portrait. The youngest and most beautiful of More's 3 daughters, she married in 1525 to Giles Heron, the wealthy heir of Sir John Heron, treasurer of the Chamber of Henry VIII. Giles had been More's ward from 1522 to 1525, but in later years, More gave a judgment against him in court. Giles was a member of Parliament, but was later attainted by Parliament for treason in August 1540. He was then drawn, hung, and quartered, his lands going to Cromwell and Rich. Next to Cecily is Margaret More, aged 22. Commonly known as Meg, she was the oldest of More's children and the most intellectually accomplished. She was the first non-royal woman to publish a book in England. She was proficient in Greek, Latin, medicine, and liberal learning. She married lawyer William Roper in July 1521 and was the mother of 5 children, Margaret, Elizabeth, Mary, Thomas, and Anthony. And she died at the age of 39 in 1544. Like her 2 younger sisters, she is pregnant in the family portrait. Behind Margaret is Lady Alice, age 57. She was related to the families of both Henry VII and Henry VIII, and is the grandmother, 9 generations removed, of Queen Elizabeth II. She was a widow when she married Sir Thomas in 1511. She had married around 1490 to John Middleton, a wealthy London merchant and member of the Mercers Company, which More had served. She died in 1551. If you enjoyed this video and would like to watch more of my videos, please follow the links on the side of the page. Please select thumbs up that you like the video. It helps with the algorithm. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below. And please click subscribe and ring the bell to be updated when new videos come out.